Hey traders, welcome back to the Modest Money channel. Today, I'm excited to get into a review of a service that's been popular in the investment community for quite some time, the Motley Fool. The Motley Fool offers many different premium services, but for this video, I'll focus on their flagship offering, Motley Fool Stock Advisor. Now, if you're like me, always on the lookout for smart ways to boost your returns while saving some precious time, you're going to want to stick around because I think the Motley Fool could potentially help in this regard. So, you've probably heard of the Motley Fool at some point. Maybe a friend recommended it, or you've seen it mentioned online. But what exactly is the Motley Fool Stock Advisor, and why is it their flagship service? Well, let's break it down. The Motley Fool Stock Advisor is all about simplifying your investing journey. It's the service where they really put their best foot forward. And by they, I mean a dedicated team of analysts who spend their days digging deep into the market. Each month, members will receive 2 vetted stock recommendations. You get these, along with a list of best buys and access to all of their past recommendations. And if you are like me and somewhat risk-averse, what's great is that it's designed to be a bit less risky than some of their other services. But here's the thing. Stock Advisor isn't just about those monthly suggestions. Nope, it's so much more. You're also getting a whole toolkit of resources. Think research reports, educational content, and expert analysis. Personally, I find it super valuable, especially if you're someone who wants to grow your portfolio without spending hours every day glued to financial news. Now, let's rewind a bit and talk about the folks behind this service. The Motley Fool was founded way back in 1993 by 2 brothers, Tom and David Gardner. And here's a fun fact. They named it after the Fool in Shakespeare's As You Like It. Why? Because the fool was the only one who could tell the truth to the king without losing his head. I think bringing the truth to investors is what the Motley Fool does. The Gardner brothers were kind of rebels in their own right. They wanted to bring some real talk to the world of finance. No hype, no nonsense, just honest, transparent advice. Fast forward to today, and the Motley Fool has grown from a little print newsletter into a giant in the investment research space. They even manage mutual funds. But the one thing that stayed the same is their philosophy. Long-term, buy and hold investing. They believe the real way to build wealth is to find solid companies and stick with them for years. And that's exactly what Motley Fool Stock Advisor service is built around. What I've always appreciated about the Motley Fool is their commitment to helping regular folks like you and me make smarter financial decisions. They've been doing this for over 30 years, and during that time, they've built a reputation for being trustworthy and transparent. And let's be honest, in a world full of sketchy, get-rich-quick schemes, that's music to my ears. It's all about finding opportunities for long-term growth, not just chasing the latest hot stock or trying to time the market. All right, let's jump right into what members actually get with Motley Fool Stock Advisor and why it's been such a hit with investors over the years. If you're like me, you probably want to know what's in it for you. The real, tangible stuff. So, let's break it down. First off, let's talk about the core of the service, the stock picks. Every month, you get 2 fresh stock recommendations. These aren't just random picks. They're carefully chosen by the Motley Fool's team of analysts who dive deep into research, analyzing trends, and looking for companies that have real potential for long-term growth. And the track record of these picks speaks for themselves. Since the scorecard began in March 2002, the Stock Advisor's picks have returned a whopping plus 750.59% as of September 16, 2024. To put that in perspective, that was more than 500% better than the S&P 500 factorial. Pretty incredible if you ask me. These picks are backed by detailed investment reports that explain why they made the cut and what you can expect if you hold on to them for a few years. I like the depth of these reports and the explanations. This allows me to make my own investment decision and not just blindly follow what someone else suggests. But it doesn't stop there. Aside from the picks, you're getting access to a lot of other resources. Everything from investing newsletters to stock screeners, watch lists, and even an interactive scorecard that helps you keep track of your progress. I personally like this cool simulator, which can help you predict how your portfolio might fare in the future. And let's not forget the vibrant Motley Fool community. They provide a place where members can discuss strategies, ask questions, and share insights with other investors. It's a great way to learn from others, get different perspectives, and even discover new stock ideas you might not have considered. Now, I want to talk about pricing because at the end of the day, we all want to know what this is going to cost us. Without knowing the price, it is impossible to determine a service's value. The good news is, the Motley Fool is reasonably priced. Normally, Motley Fool Stock Advisor service runs at $199 a year, but right now, there's a special promotional price, just $99 for the first year. That's a 50% discount, which is a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. For less than $100, you're getting access to all of those stock picks, resources, and community benefits I just mentioned. You can access this discount by clicking the link in the description, and if you decide it's not for you, there's a 30-day membership feedback guarantee, so you can test the waters without worrying about losing your investment in the service itself. So, who's this service really for? Personally, I think anyone can get value from the Motley Fool Stock Advisor service. I'd say it's perfect for a few different types of investors. If you're a beginner looking for a solid starting point and need a bit of guidance on which stocks to buy, this is a great option. You'll get those starter stocks to help you build a base, and you'll learn a ton from the research and resources that come with the service. I believe it's also ideal for long-term investors, and by that I mean people who believe in the philosophy of buying quality stocks and holding on to them to let them grow over time. And if you're someone who's short on time or just doesn't want to spend hours sifting through stock data, I think Motley Fool Stock Advisor can help simplify your investing process. So, is the Motley Fool Stock Advisor worth it? In my opinion, absolutely, especially at the current promotional price. I mean, for $99, you're getting access to years of experience and research, stock picks that have had a history of beating the market, and a community of like-minded investors. Sure, not every pick will be a winner, but that's just the nature of investing. With a focus on long-term growth and a commitment to transparency, I think it's one of the best tools out there for individual investors who want to take control of their financial future. If you're thinking about giving it a try, now might be the perfect time to jump in and take advantage of that 50% discount for the first year. With their 30-day membership feedback guarantee, you can always cancel if you aren't happy with their service. Make sure to use the link in the description to access the current 50% off promotional price. That wraps up my Motley Fool Stock Advisor review. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all things investing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy investing!